We all get a little stressed sometimes, but never fear, Pima Medical Institute is here, and they are sharing some stretches to get us out of our stress. Dr. Carpenter, first, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know what? I tell you, I'm a little stressed, and I know I need to be doing some stretching to help actually relieve some of my stress. I think a lot of us have been sitting at home, and we've been kind of like just been in a kind of like a worried situation, and stretching can help relieve that stress. Am I right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Stretching is a really important thing, especially, a lot of us are working from home, including me, and we're in front of our computers more, so we're kind of stuck in one position all day. So stretching is very, very important.
So, and I know you have a lot of students that you are working with right now, so, and that's one thing you kind of like say, let's get up, let's stretch, because that's what you teach.
Exactly. The idea is to get moving, and everybody should be moving at least every hour, maybe getting up and walking around and then doing a little bit of stretching so that we all stay a little looser and get that blood flowing so our brains work better, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Let's just say I'm one of those people that has not been able to get to my special therapist, my physical therapist. What's some things I can do at home to help me?
Well, there's some general things. I'm going to start top to bottom, and I want people to think about the fact that you're sitting, and most people are a little bit hunched forward. They've got their shoulders a little bit rounded, maybe their heads forward. So we start at the top, and one thing we want to do, and I should back up 1 minute, we want to do stretches for about 15 to 30 seconds. If you're just doing it for 2 seconds, it's not doing you much good. So 15 to 30 seconds, and the first thing you want to do is just tilt your chin down towards your chest. So you're going to bring your head down, and then you're going to hold it for 30 seconds, and you should feel a stretch in the back of your neck when you do that. And then you bring your head up after 15 seconds, and then bring it back up. I would do that somewhere between 5 and 10 times. And then we're going to go to the side, so we're going to bring our ear towards our shoulder. Now, you're not bringing your shoulder up to your ear, which is what most people do. You're going to drop your head just to the side, hold for about 15 seconds, and you should feel a nice stretch over here. Not painful, just stretch. Then you bring it up to the front, and then you go to the other side, because we can't neglect one side over the other. Most of us have one side that's a little tighter than the other, probably just because of the way we carry things and that type of thing.
And I was going to say, am I supposed to hear that cracking sound?
Well, that means you probably should be doing this just a little more often. Then you're going to look and turn over your shoulder and just turn to the side. And you're going to feel a little bit again, just a stretch. You should not be feeling pain. And then you're going to turn to the other side and do the same thing. And again, 15 to 30 seconds. Then one of my favorite things is, if your shoulders are forward, doing backward shoulder rolls. So you want to bring those back. You'll feel a little cracking sometimes with that. Okay? And then do those, say, 10 times. One of my, not forward. Forward is bringing it back to that position that you're in right now, which is leaning forward. So, we want to go back. Right. We want to go back. There you go. And one of my favorite ones to do right now, because if you're on your computer a lot, you're very much forward, is put your hands behind your head and then stretch your shoulders back like this. And that will get that front part of your shoulder starting to stretch. Usually it feels pretty good to do that. Feels really good to do that.
Woo. That feels good. That feels good. I like this. So,
get you a little warmed up.
Yeah, you made a good point. A lot of us are rolling forward. I didn't know that. I thought you're supposed to roll no, you want us to roll backwards.
Want to roll backwards. Yep, you want to roll them backwards.
So.
Then when you've done all that, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So again, you're pulling your shoulders back and you're squeezing your shoulders back like this. And again, that will help open up your chest. It also helps if you breathe while you're doing this, so you don't hold it back. There you go.
Yeah. That's good.
Next one. Yeah.
So, what else? One other thing you recommend as we're getting ready to wrap up here that we should do when we're just sitting here? Because what's so amazing that this has helped me start to think a little bit better too. Because I wasn't so like, oh my goodness, I'm so stressed. Now I'm like,
So one of the other things you can do that I think is really important, we all are under way more stress, or most of us are, than we usually are. So another thing to do is just a nice breathing exercise, and you can do this even after you've just done a couple of stretches, and it's called the 4-7-8 breathing. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in through your nose for a count. I'm going to tell you first because I can't do it and do the same time.
Okay.
You're going to breathe in for a count of 4, then you're going to hold it for a count of 7, and then you're going to blow out through pursed lips for a count of 8. And just do that 2 or 3 times. So you breathe in and hold, and then breathe out, nice and slow. It's a very relaxing kind of a breathing. If you start feeling anxious about things, this is a good thing to just stop and do. You get that phone call from your boss that you're worried about, or that irritable client. There you go. And between, yep, there you go.
Oh, sorry. I got so relaxed there.
So those things combined can really just get your blood flowing, get you a little more relaxed, and get you ready for your next hour of work.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Dr. Carpenter, for helping us relieve some of that stress with some easily stretching we can do.
My pleasure.
So, have a good day.
You too. Bye.